we're going to record soda pop rhythms. And how we're going to do this, we're going to write them down. And I'm going to show you how to count and write soda rhythms. Now, if we've done this before, I still want you to pull out a piece of paper and a pencil because you're going to be writing this stuff down. All right, so soda pop rhythms. So these are different sodas. These are duple rhythms, which means that it could be divided by 2. Duple means divided by 2. We have Sprite, which is 1 beat. Pepsi, which is also 1 beat, but it has 2 syllables. Dr. Pepper, which has 4 syllables. Cream soda, which has 1 long syllable and 2 short syllables. And Mountain Dew, which has 2 short syllables followed by a long syllable. And we naturally say these in particular rhythms. And these are the rhythms. So Sprite is a quarter note. Pepsi is 2 eighth notes. Dr. Pepper is 4 16th notes. Cream soda is an 8th note followed by 2 16th notes. And Mountain Dew is 2 16th notes followed by an 8th note. Now all these rhythms are really important. And it makes sense because this is how we say them. Because if we have a beat, we go Sprite, 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 Sprite. See how I said that all very evenly. And then we have Pepsi. It would be Pepsi, 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 Pepsi. See, I'm just doing one measure here. And if I do Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, cream soda, cream soda, cream soda, cream soda. Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew. I'm being very particular in my beat pattern. All right, so what I want you to do is compose 4 measures of 4/4 to make a soda rap. Okay, so write that down, copy that down. Each of those underscores is going to be a soda. And you see the bar lines, right? Let's see these things right here. Here we have the bar lines. And each bar line represents 1 measure. You know, the space in between the bar lines is 1 measure. So we have 4 sodas per measure, which means you should have 16 total. All right, once you have that copied down, here is an example, right? And I've kind of, spaced it just a little bit differently so I could fit the words on. But each soda, there are 4 sodas per measure. So I have 16 sodas there. And so this is how my rap is going to sound. Okay, 1, 2, ready, here I go. Sprite, Pepsi, Sprite, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, cream soda, Sprite. Mountain Dew, cream soda, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, cream soda, Sprite. Okay, and that's my example of my 16 soda rap, right? So I want you to compose your own rap using these same soda names. Don't make up any others. Use these ones because we know that they represent these rhythms, these particular rhythms. And since we're studying advanced rhythms, this is what's going to help us. Okay, so write those down. So after you have composed your soda rap, I want you to say it aloud to a beat. Then you try to say it while at the same time another person says what they wrote down. And that way you can hear this really cool, mixture of the rhythms. And as just kind of as a challenge, can you clap your rhythm while you say your soda rap? All right. And after you do that, you clap it with a beat without saying it aloud at all. Can you do it? It is really tough. All right. All right, the next part is triple rhythms, right? I don't know if you ever remember this. This is what Cherry Coke, what it used to be like in the 90s. I always liked this one, and then they went back to this one. I was like, ah. But these are triple rhythms. We kind of say these with, I don't know what that was, but anyway. So we kind of say that in a particular rhythm. Here's crush, cherry coke, root beer, Shasta. Okay, these are the rhythms that we say them. We call them triple rhythms because we can break it down into 3 eighth notes. So here's crush, a dotted quarter note, and this is how it'd be written if it was 3 eighth notes with these tied. So you have to do the first note, and these are tied. And then cherry coke, none of them are tied. This is just saying, this little red thing is my computer saying, you spelled this wrong, but it's not spelled wrong. So, and then root beer, here's an eighth note followed by a quarter note. Here's another way of writing it. See, this eighth note is tied to that one. And Shasta. And then we have this eighth note tied to this one. So Shasta. And it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's how we have to kind of think of it, is like 1, 2, 3. All right, so I want you to compose 4 measures of this soda rap using these sodas, only these 4 sodas. Right, 4 measures. And remember, each underscore is one of these sodas. Okay, so get that written down. You should have 16 sodas. So here's an example. This example shows 16 sodas, and they're all from those 4. And if we read them correctly with a beat, it should sound like this. Okay, 1, 2, ready? Here I go. Crush, cherry coke, crush, Shasta, root beer, crush, root beer, crush, cherry coke, root beer, Shasta, cherry coke, root beer, Shasta, crush. And you could hear I kept a beat the whole time. I wish you could see me because I'm like bouncing my head like as I'm like keeping a beat. All right. So I want you to compose your own and then do it against another student, just like we did in the other example, right? So you compose your rap, you say it aloud to a beat, then you try to say it to another person, and then you try to clap your rhythm, which is a lot harder for some reason with the 3, with the triple. And then you clap the rhythm with a beat without saying it at all. Don't say it aloud. You try to clap it and keep a beat. Remember to bounce your head. Okay? Give it a shot.